Hello, Durud and Shalom. Guys, we love Tommy. We love Tommy Robinson. And we love Israel. So naturally, when Tommy goes to Israel, we have to cover it. Two things at once. So, who's in the chat? Okay, Sasha is here. Dash, Sweeney, Yabs, Unusual AI. James is here. Fantastic. Oh, so James is saying, why so early today? Because I have guests on my Persian channel, and it was conflicting with my English usual live stream, so I had to do it this time. Did you guys see Tommy going to Israel? Did you guys see it? Because a lot of you asked me to cover it, and I was like, "Yep, we should be covering this." So let's actually cover it. He went to. This is him. This is Tommy in the Muslim quarter of Jerusalem, which I've been. Guys, I should play you my. Let me know if you want to see me when I went to Jerusalem. My videos from Jerusalem when I was there in Israel. If you guys want me to, I don't know if you want to see me there, but let me know if you want me to one day review my trip over there with you guys. But let's actually get to the show. Hey, Jewish Samantha is here, and unusually I think yes, fantastic. Okay, so let's get started.
You have killed in.
Okay, so wait. So what's happening here is that Tommy Robinson found a Muslim. So there's a whole bunch of videos. Like there's a lot. I'm deciding this is on Tommy's channel. What? Okay, I am subscribed on Tommy's channel on my personal account. This is the Atheist Republic account. So there's a whole bunch of video of him in Israel. But the first one I want to share with you guys is this one. This one seems to be the most popular one among them because he started talking to a Muslim in the Muslim quarter of Old Jerusalem. So let's see how that goes.
Very clearly that the Quran says that to kill one person is as you have killed entire mankind.
Can you count?
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the Obama verse, by the way. This is the Obama verse. So yeah, killing one person is like killing all mankind. This is the part of the Quran that has been copied from the Talmud, and claiming that it was copied from the Torah, which shows that the writers of the Quran could not tell the difference between the Talmud and the Torah, and it changed it. And also, the very verse after it is absolute barbarism. So let's see how Tommy handles this.
Very clearly that the Quran says that to kill one person is as you have killed entire mankind.
Can you count?
Save one person is as if you have saved entire mankind.
Can you carry on reading that verse?
من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا.
Can I translate what you said? Unless they cause mischief and they must have their hands and feet cut off and exiled from the land.
Tommy,
You're from Britain?
Yes, I am from
I
Britain.
knew you was from Britain.
Tommy knows his Quran. The infidel knows his Quran best. Guys, this line, the infidel knows his Quran best. Where is that line from? Who said that? Let me know in the chat if you know where this line is from. The infidel knows his Quran best. If you know, then I love you. Okay. Okay. So let me know if you know where that line is
I
from.
see you.
I've seen you a lot.
Are you from Britain?
Yes, I am from
I
Britain.
knew you was from Britain. I see you.
Look how friendly. Look, guys, look at this bigot. How hostile he's being to this poor Muslim, right? Why do people think Tommy is such a hateful person? Tommy is so properly anti-Islamic and so accurately and not anti-Muslim. So many people get Tommy wrong. Look how friendly he's being to this Muslim. Some people who think that support Tommy think that, oh my, yeah, we hate Muslims, and Tommy doesn't hate Muslims. And some people who support him think that Tommy hates Muslims, and some people who hate Tommy think Tommy hates Muslims. But look, this is the attitude that, guys, use this man as a role model, okay? He doesn't hold back against Islam, but when you are engaging with people, you treat them with respect and friendship and kindness. Look at that. That is, wait, did I say Spencer? No. Tommy. No. Yeah, no. Tommy Robinson. Yeah, Tommy Robinson. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that beautiful to watch? Like he is so aggressively anti-Islam and so kind to Muslims. That's the model we want to copy here. Okay. I know a lot of you, when I tell you that we need to be kind and friendly to Muslims, a lot of you are like, oh, Armin is a secret Muslim. He was been betrayed us. He's like a Muslim lover. Okay. Don't follow. You guys love Tommy. I love Tommy. Just look at what Tommy's doing. Follow him. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Listen to Tommy. Look at how Tommy is behaving. This is beautiful. Look at
Are you from Britain?
Yes, I am from
I
Britain.
knew you was from Britain, and I see you.
I've seen you a lot, mate.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Umair.
Omar.
Yeah.
Omar, we're obviously in Jerusalem.
Yep.
We're just understanding the complexity of the Jewish side and the Muslim side.
Yeah.
What's your view as a British Muslim on state of Israel?
I have no issue as long as people are living in peace. If they have their side, they have their country, and the Palestinians have their own kind of safe spot where they can live freely without under any oppression or any injustice, then I think this is the solution for peace in the Middle East.
See, I wasn't expecting to hear that, because I didn't expect to hear many Muslims that would recognise the Israeli state.
Okay. No, I have no issue. The Israelis, they've been living here.
Okay, that's good. That's good. He's a Muslim. Obviously, we disagree with him on his position on Islam. Okay, but he recognizes I also disagree with Palestine being a country, but that's good that he recognizes Israel as a country, and he says that he has no issue with Israel being a country. That's good. We welcome that. Okay.
For thousands of years, they have a rich history in this part of the Middle East.
Where are you from, bro?
I'm from Britain,
Whereabouts?
Leicester.
Leicester, okay.
Yeah. And if they want to live in this part of the country, in this part of the region of the world, then they can. But what the issue of the mainly Muslim majority population is, as long as they live in peace together, as long as there's not this oppression and injustice taking place, then we have no problem.
What would you say
if you look at throughout Muslim history, you'll see that when the Crusaders came, then Jewish people expelled from Jerusalem. But when the Muslims ruled, then the Christians, Muslims, and Jewish people lived in peace and harmony.
As long as they pay.
First of all, that's a made-up history, but also Tommy with the perfect response.
Ruled, then the Christians, Muslims, and Jewish people lived in peace and harmony.
As long as they paid the jizya.
Of course, as long as they pay the tax, which we live in Britain.
As long as they were subjugated.
No, as long as they live freely. If you read history, there was no oppression, there was no occupation.
No, that's not true. The dhimmi status is supposed to be inferior to Muslims. Jews and Christians under Islamic rule, it's true that they have a higher status to people of other religion and people of no religion. That's true. Like under Islamic rule, if you're a Jew or you're a Christian, your status in an Islamic society is above a Hindu or a Buddhist or an atheist. That is true. However, your status is below a Muslim. So you are a second-class citizen compared to a Muslim. That's what the dhimmi status is.
History, there was no oppression, there was no occupation.
Providing they paid special money for protection.
Just like we do pay our taxes.
But the Muslims didn't have to pay the same tax.
The Muslims have to pay extra. They have to pay zakah, they have to pay ushr.
Charity towards Muslims.
No, that goes to the community, Baytul Mal. That goes back.
Ah, Tommy knows his stuff. Good job, Tommy. Like, that's really good.
To the
So he knows. Look at the quick responses, right? So the jizya is a tax that Christians and Jews would have to pay. It's like the mafia. It's protection money, right? Something that the Muslims didn't have to pay. And he's like, well, the Muslim have to pay the zakat, and they don't have to pay the zakat. Well, the zakat goes towards the Muslims. So the Muslims are paying a money that goes towards supporting Muslims. So, yeah.
It's the same concept of taxes.
Can I ask you? So, what would you say if I've just told you I've walked along this shopping street in the Muslim quarter?
Yep.
Guys, like, learn from Tommy. Look, he's not holding back. He is saying his points against Islam without being disrespectful to this man. You can see the conversation. Like, guys, if we're among ourselves, like if we are against Islam, when we are among ourselves speaking against Islam, I have no problem with us being as aggressive and triggering as we want to be, because we're just among ourselves, right? This is our community. This is where we want to be, right? But when you are talking to somebody from the other side, this is the model that you should be following. You don't hold back. You say your points against Islam, but you say it in a respectful way. Okay, it's important because that respect actually is weakens Islam more than your points. That kindness and respect that you show to the other side when you're talking against their points, your mannerism is actually disarms Islam faster than any logical arguments you could make.
If I've just told you I've walked along this shopping street in the Muslim quarter, I've spoke to many Muslim business owners who said they love the state of Israel.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that surprised you? It surprised me.
I don't think so.
But they said they're happy living here and they haven't faced discrimination and they.
Yeah, because they're Israeli citizens. Look, Tommy is surprised. That's what I experienced in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem as well. You talk to Muslims, they're happy to be Israeli. They want to be Israeli because Israel is the best place in the Middle East and North Africa to be Muslim. Because Israel treats its citizens with respect and it gives them more rights and freedoms. Muslims in Israel get more rights and freedom than Muslims in any Muslim country. Muslims and Arabs in Israel get more rights and freedoms than any Muslims or Arabs in any other Islamic or Arab countries. That is a fact. The best place in the Middle East to be a Muslim is Israel, which is must suck for all these other Islamic countries. That is the country that you hate has given Muslims better lives that you could.
Feel fairly.
I don't think so.
But they said they're happy living here and they haven't faced discrimination.
Yeah, so this is what when people in the chat are saying free Palestine, if you want to free so-called Palestinians, you listen to the Muslims in Israel. You could free these Palestinians by capturing Gaza and the West Bank and turning it into Israel. That's what you said. That's the best way to free the area.
And they feel fairly treated under the state of Israel.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay, look at this. This is beautiful. He's asking Muslims around and they're like, and by the way, guys, you could believe these Muslims in Israel because nobody is threatening them. This is not like in Saudi Arabia, when you ask them the question, they have to say something positive or else bad things could happen to them. They are free as a citizen of Israel. You could be like, yeah, I hate Israel. In fact, I have spoken to people in Israel who said like, yeah, they hate Israel. I've spoken to Jews in Israel that said that they hate Israel. So it's a free country. There's no consequences. So when these Muslims, they say that they love Israel and they want to be Israeli, you know that that's actually their opinion. There's no pressure.
Concept of taxes.
Can I ask you? So what would you say if I've just told you I've walked along this shopping street in the Muslim quarter, I've spoke to many Muslim business owners who said they love the state of Israel?
Yeah, that's fine.
But that surprised you? It surprised me.
And it's good that Tommy highlights that. Guys, this shows that Tommy doesn't generalize. Okay, he doesn't look at Muslims as a monolith. Like he's against Islam justifiably, but when he talks to Muslims, he sees the diversity. He knows that Islam being evil doesn't mean that all Muslims are bad. Okay, Islam is evil, guys. Islam is evil, but that doesn't mean that all Muslims are bad. And then when he sees Muslims making good points, he doesn't hide that for his own agenda or so that his narrative is 100% in line with what some of his followers want to see. He highlights the Muslims that love Israel. He shows that. Like this is like he's a true journalist.
I don't think so.
But they said they're happy living here and they haven't faced discrimination and they feel fairly treated under the state of Israel.
That's perfectly fine. As long as they're happy, they're living in peace and security, I see no issue with this. And if they have no issue with it, then I have no issue with it.
What's your name?
Omer.
More Muslims like I'm here, yeah?
Guys, I love this man. Like, what's your name? Omer. Like more Muslims like Amir. Like look at this. This is a bromance. I mean, it's Look at this.
then I have no issue with it.
What's your name?
Omer.
More Muslims like I'm here, yeah?
No, I'm just for peace. You know, I don't like this fighting taking place.
What
Guys, look at him. He's not just Muslim. He's like a Muslim that you think he's gonna go Allahu Akbar, boom on you any second, right? And look how Tommy is good. Look at how Tommy's treating him. This is so nice. I love this.
No, I'm just for peace. You know, I don't like this fighting taking place.
Yeah, Nail Bunny is saying most Muslims have read the Quran. True, Nail Bunny, and also most Muslims who have read the Quran, okay, their understanding of what it's teaching is basically try to most Muslims have values that are superior to Islam because of modernity, because of Western liberal values. Most Muslims live in a society where our modern standards are better than before, and the current environment has influenced what they think is moral. And when even the ones who read the Quran, yes, you're right, most of them don't read the Quran, but even the ones that do, they try to come up with their interpretation of the Quran that matches Western modern values, because that's what we have. That's what we accept as good today, right? And again, please understand, I'm not saying the Quran is a source of good. It's the Western modern values that are superior, and they're trying to act like the Quran is somewhat in line with that, because the Quran itself is not a source of any good. It's these more advanced liberal Western values that have made the world a much better place. And because people don't want to have views that contradict what they understand as good, they just try to come up with excuses for why this verse actually means something else.
What can I ask you of you? The British government just recognised the state of Palestine. Yeah?
I think that's a great move.
Okay, but the Palestinian Authority, who control the state of Palestine, they have a rule and a law where they pay money to people from the refugee camps, Muslims, to go and kill Israelis. So they reward people for murdering innocent civilians. Is that a good thing?
No, of course not. Definitely.
So how can we as a country recognise
very
them?
clearly that the Quran says that to kill one person is as you have killed the entire mankind.
Can you
save one person is as if you have saved the entire mankind.
Can you carry on reading that verse?
من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا.
Can I translate what you said? Unless they cause mischief, and they must have their hands and feet cut off and exiled from the land.
That's not up to Tom, Dick, and Harry to decide. That is up to a.
Okay, well, it's okay. So, see how he moved the goalpost. He read a verse that in the Quran that says that if you kill one person, it's like killing all mankind. If you actually read it in context, Allah is saying that I set that law to the Jews. Here's the full context. That verse is not a commandment for all people at all time. That commandment was specifically to the Jews, and Allah said, I said that to the Jews in my revelation, not knowing that scripture that scripture in Quran actually comes from the Talmud, not the Torah. So it misunderstands Jewish text. Anyways, but that commandment was to the Jews according to the Quran, and the context is that because Jews are murdering people, I had to tell them this, right? And then the very next verse after it then gives you the command for what Muslims supposed to do. So that was for the Jews. It makes it very clear that this is for Bani Israel. This is for the Jews, this is not what I told everybody, right? The very next verse actually tells you to kill people, crucify them, cut off their hands and feet. So Tommy is asking him, what about the next verse? And then he responds, well, that's not up for me to decide or that person to decide. It doesn't matter. It contradicts the principle that you just tried to set, that the court claiming that the Quran said that we shouldn't be killing anybody, right? Even if you say whatever excuse you come up with that says like, oh no, we need to have like a council of experts to decide who's supposed to be crucified, whatever, that previous verse has now been contradicted. What you thought the previous verse meant has now been contradicted, because not only we're supposed to be crucifying people, apparently, not only we're supposed to be killing people, apparently, we're supposed to be killing them in the most brutal, insane, barbaric way, according to the Quran. By the way, we got 2 super chats. Let me read those. Sean is saying Christians did this too. It was reinterpreted over time to justify certain passages. Sean, aren't you a Christian? Why are you? Okay. Yes, that's. I mean, I'm as an atheist, I agree with you. Okay, but nothing like the Quran. Obviously, that's true in my opinion, but it doesn't even get close to the barbarity of Islam. All right, so let me actually go to Yabs and saying, guys, I'm going to read your usernames instead of your real names because YouTube is messing up your username. Yabs is saying they changed the meaning of the Quran according to the argument. So what difference does it make if they read it or not? Oh, the difference is that by giving it legitimacy and authority, they increase the status of it, and at some point people will use it for nefarious intentions, right? So if you have a text that says go kill so and so people, and then some group of people come and say, well, it actually doesn't mean that, and then you have millions and millions and millions of people that revere this text and celebrate it and make it give it more authority and credibility, then when somebody wants to use it for that to promote what it actually is teaching, you have already elevated it to the point where you could use it for such purposes. That's the problem with it. Does that make sense? Does that let me know if I answered your question? Okay, and then Shauna gave us another super chat saying, I am a Christian, but a lot of things were learned through tradition, not directly out of scripture. I am not a fundamentalist. Okay. Well, thank you, Shauna. Thank you for your input. It's very interesting always to hear what you have to say. So let's continue with this.
Qualified judge to decide. And if you look in Ottoman history, you'll find very few scenarios where that actually took place.
Can I ask, who's Ibn Kathir?
Ibn Kathir is a great mufassir and Muslim theology.
It's Mufassir is Ibn Kathir is one of the main sources for especially Sunni Muslims for Islamic tafsir. Tafsir is the interpretation of the Quran. So you have the Quran, and then you have mufassirs, which means interpreters, Islamic scholars writing down their interpretation of what each verse means, and the interpretation is called the tafsir.
Is he very good? Is he recognised well?
Yes.
Ibn Kathir translates the word mischief as meaning not believing in Allah.
Okay.
So that verse that you just quoted.
That's his.
You just said he's a great scholar. That word that you just that verse that you just translated, according to that great Islamic scholar, translates that mischief, not believing in Allah, must be punished by death, execution,
and crucifixion. Look at that's a Tommy. Oh my Tommy. I didn't know I knew he was so good in defending the UK. And I know he was justifiably against Islam and also against mass migration. I didn't know he was this good in understanding the details of Islam. This is truly impressive. He's as good as an ex-Muslim.
That's his opinion. Now, if you
just said he's a great Islamic scholar, yeah? He's one of the most renowned in the world.
That doesn't mean I have to agree with everything he says. As for example,
but do you understand why we have?
Okay, so here's what you say when they say like, okay, here he was wrong. Okay? Then either Allah meant that, or he sucks as a communicator. When you have, for example, there are Quranic verses that allows you to have a sexual relationship with girls even below age 9, even before puberty. There's a Quranic verse that allows that, right? And a lot of Muslims might come and say like, no, actually, Armin, it doesn't mean that. And then I could show you the mufassir after mufassir after mufassir, like all the main Islamic scholars that lived closer to Muhammad's life, and Arabic was their mother tongue, their native language, and their entire life was dedicated to understanding Islam. Their interpretation of that verse was exactly what I'm telling you, right? So either when Allah wrote those verses, he meant exactly what these mufassirs say he meant, or Allah sucks as a communicator. it's like is there any other option? Like, how could you have a verse that every single one of these Islamic scholars who Arabic is their native language come up with this interpretation, and you say, well, I think Allah meant something else? Well, if all of them are getting them wrong, then this book sucks. Like, God doesn't know how to write. Like, he has to go to, I don't know. Let me actually see. We got some more super chats. Delta saying Tommy and David Wood are so good at this. Yes, yes. David Wood is really good at making points against Islam. I do disagree with his opposition to Islamic revisionism, but he is really good at understanding Islamic teachings, right? But he is really good. What is this username? Okay, I'm just saying Tommy's trip to Israel have shut no one up. Tommy's trip to Israel have shut no one up. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Sure, sounds good. Oh, you're basically referring to the title. Okay.
The problem when a million.
You as a human being,
Yeah.
I don't agree with.
It's a figure of speech. It's not like it's not a Quranic verse. It's not supposed to be taken literally.
But do you understand why we have a problem when a million?
You as a human being,
Yeah.
I don't agree with the majority of your views. But that doesn't mean I don't support your journalism. That doesn't mean I agree with the work that you are doing.
Okay,
I am
so
happy with that.
But what I'm saying is, do you understand?
Oh, see, that was nice. That was nice. We could like that. Like, I don't agree with you, Tommy, but I support you.
I don't agree with the majority.
Islamic scholar, yeah, he's one of the most renowned in the world.
That doesn't mean I have to agree with everything he says. As for example,
But do you understand why we have a problem when a million?
You as a human being,
Yeah.
I don't agree with the majority of your views. But that doesn't mean I don't support your journalism. That doesn't mean I agree with the work that you are doing.
Okay,
I am
so
happy with that.
But what I'm saying is, do you understand why, if we've got an Islamic scholar
Yeah.
who's one of the most renowned in the world,
Yeah.
he translates
Yeah.
the verse that you just quoted to say kill non-Muslims?
Yeah, but if you look at see, one thing is what's on paper. If you look at an example of how the Islamic society and the Islamic caliphate ruled for the past 13 centuries, you will find that isn't the case.
What about the ISIS caliphate?
We don't agree with that at all. That is.
What sect are you from, sir?
I'm a Sunni.
You're a Sunni?
Yes.
Okay.
The ISIS caliphate was not. I can't even call it a caliphate. That was completely against the Quran and Sunnah. Everything that they did is completely against, and I can see freely and openly that they are not Muslims at all. Even Hamas. Hamas, they some of the teachings that they propagate and some of the things they have carried out is against Muslim teachings.
Are you an imam?
Yes, I am an imam.
Okay, so actually, ISIS is more Islamic than Hamas, in my opinion, because so Hamas could be considered less Islamic than ISIS because I was gonna say they seem less Islamic than ISIS because they are pushing, they're pretending to pushing for the Palestinian cause and the Palestine. The concept of a Palestine is a nation state, and a nation state is an un-Islamic Western concept. But to be fair, Hamas is using that as an excuse, and you could see in their charter that they're actually using, and also throughout their history, you know that they're using the Palestinian cause as an excuse, their goal is actually in line with ISIS and other Sunni terrorist groups to basically dismantle Western imperialist order, as they would say, and Zionism as a whole, and make the whole world Islam. So no, Hamas is also more in line. Hamas and ISIS's views are more in line with Islam than this man over here.
They propagate and some of the things they have carried out is against Muslim teachings.
Are you an imam?
Yes, I am an imam.
At a mosque in Leicester?
Nottingham.
In Nottingham?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting chat, bro.
And I follow you on social media quite a lot, and I applaud
do you
for your patriotism. But unfortunately, I think that you have maybe got the wrong picture and the wrong version of Islam. And I've watched your podcast. I know you have Muslim friends in growing up in Luton, and I think the area where you have grown up in was mainly was it Pakistani Kashmiri Muslims?
Pakistani
right?
Kashmiri.
And then
Are you Indian?
Yes, I am.
Diabandi.
Oh my God, is he anti-Pakistani?
Was it Pakistani Kashmiri Muslims?
Pakistani
right?
Kashmiri.
And then
Are you Indian?
Yes, I am.
Diabandi.
Gujarati. Yes.
Diabandi.
And you'll notice that the Gujaratis, Diabandis, generally they are more kind of welcoming, and they are less inclined to this kind of violence and sectarianism.
What about Tablighi Jamaat, the mosque?
Yes,
That's your main mosque?
No, I'm not part of the group, but I know people that are part of the group.
Okay.
What do you think about Ali Dawa and people like Ali Dawa?
People like them, I don't really have any inclination towards those kind of people. I don't really agree what they kind of do. Going out to the streets and forcing people and being.
Guys, this seems to me like a kind man that has made his own Islam just so that he could live with it, right? This is what they are. Like whenever you see a good Muslim with some obviously not all of his views are good, but like some decent views, they are not a reflection of Islam. They have created an Islam for themselves and that Islam is a reflection. That thing that they created is their own personal Islam, which is a reflection of who they are, that as a person. Because the Islam in the Quran is completely evil. Like any Muslim that you meet that is decent and kind, just know that they are not a reflection of Islam, not a true reflection of Islam. They're better than Islam.
I agree what they kind of do. Going out to the streets and forcing people and being aggressive. I've seen some of his videos. He can be quite aggressive. That kind of approach, I'm more of a gentle person. I like talking to people.
What about his ideology? What do you believe?
I don't. What in terms of?
In terms of
He's a Muslim.
Let me ask you. So say, like, for example, in your perfect society, yours,
Yes.
forget Britain,
Yep.
what you would love to see for the whole world or your country or where you live, what should, in that nation, what would you put the legal age for sex as?
I'm not a legislator. I'm not familiar with the law, so I can't give an answer to that question.
No, in your society, if you could govern society, you're an imam, in your ideal society, what would the rules be around?
There is no specific age. Whatever the culture of that and the norm of that society is, that would be the legal age. So, for example, in medieval Britain, the age was very young.
But what about now? What about now?
Moved on. So now the norm of society would be that 18 plus. And if somebody was to get married younger, I wouldn't agree with that because it's not the custom and the norm of this age. So Islam is unique.
So the problem with what he's saying is that Islam teaches that Muhammad is a role model for all times and all places. So when you say like at different times we should have different norms, that is an un-Islamic teaching. The way Muhammad lived is, the Quran says that in Muhammad, I created you a model for you to emulate forever. It's not like this is good for this time and at another time something else is good. Muhammad's way is the way for all time.
That follows the customs and traditions of the society, the community.
Doesn't it wish to? So wasn't Muhammad perfect?
Of course he was.
So wouldn't it be about implementing the way Muhammad lived?
He never preached this. He never commanded us to do this. The Quran.
No. Muhammad is the Quran. No, okay. He says Muhammad never commanded us to have sex with the 9-year-old. Okay, true. He never commanded you that. There is no hadith Muhammad saying go have sex with 9-year-olds. But the Quran commands you to do as Muhammad did. The Quran commands you to follow him as a role model. So you see how okay, yes, how that works. Okay, hold on. We got another super chat. Where is this? Shana saying the difference between Christian, Jews, and Islam is partly that we don't see prophets as perfect men. What depends on the sect of Christian. I mean, okay, but you see Jesus as a perfect. You see Jesus as God, and you see Jesus as perfect, right? So there's that. Okay, thank you, Sean. Yeah, so you get away with saying that we don't see prophets as perfect because you turned one of the prophets into God himself. I don't know, yeah.
Please says the Mariumin that there's no age restriction, there's no limit. It's based on the norm and culture of that society. So if you look at medieval Britain, so many kings, even in the Bible, many examples of...
Richard Lionheart had an 11-year-old wife.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't want to emulate Richard Lionheart. But can I ask one more?
Yeah, exactly, like, oh my God, there were kings in history that had 11-year-old wives, okay? Is anybody making him a role model? Like, we would, any ideology that would make him a role model for us to emulate, we would be against that ideology as well. Like, nobody is emulating that. So what the hell?
Question, Mo. You've
I
watched.
need to run for president.
Okay, sorry, man. You've watched a lot of my content, yeah?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Do you think I hate Muslims?
I wouldn't say you hate Muslims, but I think you have sort of hatred and a misunderstanding, a misconstrued understanding of what Islam is. And I believe that's because of...
Guys, look at this. Tommy wants to make it clear that he doesn't hate Muslims. So if you are celebrating Tommy as a role model, just understand that Tommy himself wants to make it clear that he doesn't hate Muslims. So please don't go around advertising hatred against Muslims. Tommy is a great, unlike Muhammad, Tommy is a great role model to emulate.
A misconstrued understanding of what Islam is. And I believe that's because of maybe the environment you grew up in and the things that you saw growing up. You mind if I take a picture?
Of course not, bro. Of course not. Of course. I'll prank you, so you got it? See you later, man. See you later, bro.
That is so sweet. Look at the look, guys. Look, Tommy brought up all these issues that are like the problems with Islam, and he argued against a Muslim, and at the end of the day, they took a selfie together. So see, you could be aggressively anti-Islamic and also aggressively friendly to Muslims. You just saw it demonstrated, right? So it's possible. It can be done.
Let's go straight in his group chat.
I saw. I've just arrived on Monday, so when I saw that you're in Israel, I thought maybe I might even bump into him. Never expected I'll have an interview with him, but thank you.
He's great.
Of course. Yeah.
Cheers, bro. Thanks for your openness, yeah? Thanks for talking. Cheers. See you later. See you later. It was nice. That was good. It was nice. Let me ask them why you're not allowed
No,
in.
it's fine.
Let me ask them.
I don't want to cause any.
Can't film them?
I don't want to cause any.
No, but
1 second. He'll
hold on. I want to know why you're not allowed in.
No worries, it's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I want to know why you're not allowed in. I want to know why you're not allowed in.
I don't know. But I'm
Wait, he went to pray, and they're not allowing him in to go pray.
I want to know why you're not allowed in.
So they said goodbye, and he went to pray to join the prayer. And the Muslim, they're telling him that he's not allowed in, and Tommy wants to know why he's not allowed in.
I don't know. But see, we believe that every step we take to the mosque is rewarding. So whether
We've just been told, because we were told Jews can't walk up there. We were told Jews can't go in there.
Okay.
That's what we just got told. Why can't he go in? Can you go in? See if you can go in, Evan. No one can go in.
Jews can't go in. Only Muslims are allowed that.
Only Muslims are allowed in this.
Only Muslims are allowed in that way.
So what did he say to you?
Maybe now he thinks maybe now they think you're a kafar because you're with me.
What's that? Why are they not allowing him in? He's a Muslim. Jews are not allowed. By the way, guys, if Israel is apartheid, this is the apartheid that you were looking for, okay? It's apartheid against Jews. There are areas in Jerusalem that Muslims can go that Jews can't. Okay? They're Jewish Israeli. There are places in Israel that Jewish Israelis are not allowed to go, and Muslims and non-Israeli Muslims can. So even if you're not a citizen of Israel, as long as you're a Muslim, you can go places in Israel that somebody who's a citizen of Israel and a Jew is not allowed to go. Did you guys know that? And I know this. But I'm gonna maybe let me know if you want me to show you my trip to Jerusalem, because I went to places in Jerusalem pretending to be a Muslim. Do you guys want me to show you that? Okay. They made me recite the Fatiha. They made me recite another surah of the Quran. They made me do the Shahadatain. They made me take out my passport to show where I was born, and they allowed me in. So let me know if you guys want me to show you that. But I'm not Israeli, and my Israeli friends who are Jewish were not allowed to go in, and me as a foreigner, by saying I'm a Muslim, I was allowed to go. Tell me again how Israel's an apartheid against Muslims. I mean, if it's an apartheid, if Israel's an apartheid, I'm not convinced. Israel is an apartheid against Jews. Okay. Right. Oh,
First time I've ever seen that because
Yeah.
Muslims are out there.
No,
Jews,
I've been-
infidels, and monkeys
I
have
wasn't-
to go through the ramp.
I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed in the morning as well.
infidels and monkeys.
You weren't allowed in the morning either.
Yeah, yeah.
Jews, infidels, and monkeys. What? Look at this.
First time I've ever seen that because
Yeah.
Muslims are out there.
No,
Jews,
I've been-
infidels, and monkeys
I
have
wasn't-
to go through the ramp.
I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed in the morning as well.
infidels and monkeys.
You weren't allowed in the morning either.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't allowed in the morning too. And yesterday I
They
wasn't.
ask you for your passport. Is it because it's a British passport?
I think it's because it's British and they think that most British people support Palestine, and so they have this kind of.
That's not true. When I was in Jerusalem, my passport was Canadian, but because it said it had my birthplace in Tehran, the guy was convinced that I'm a Muslim and he let me in.
No, that's not good. All tourists.
Because his government what?
Because his government go to Lahai to the judge for Israel and Gaza. This is the reason.
Because the British government is saying because the British government probably recognise the state of Palestine, he's a British passport holder. That may be why he's not allowed. So this is Keir Starmer's fault. What do you think of Keir Starmer?
To be honest, I don't like him as well.
You don't like him?
No, no.
Can you say Keir Starmer's a wanker?
I'm not gonna say that. I don't. As a Muslim, I don't use.
You don't want to swear. I get it, especially as an imam.
Yeah.
Okay, fair play.
But,
What's your view on Keir Starmer's government?
to be honest, when we voted for him, we expected Labour government and the Labour government for the people. But unfortunately, it's been quite the opposite. You know, the hike in taxes and the cut in benefits and for elderly, so many things that they've done that they promised not to do, but they've.
So you
Those are actually those are the least problematic parts of Keir Starmer. Actually, those might be the few good things that he have done. Look, he's listing the wrong thing.
Labour government and the Labour government for the people. But unfortunately, it's been quite the opposite. You know, the hike in taxes and the cut in benefits and.
Oh, hikes in tax. He increased taxes. Okay, that's bad. Cutting
For elderly, so many things that they've done that they promised not to do, but they've.
So you as a voter of Keir Starmer, who would you vote for in the next election?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Reform?
All the politicians that I see.
Reform?
That would be. See, the issue on immigration, I agree with it to a certain extent. See, my parents were born in this country, but my grandparents were immigrants from Africa and from India, and they came and they worked hard. They came, they lived in houses, 4 or 5 people together. They worked and then they earned the money. Now they all have their own houses. See, but the problem with the influx of immigrants now is that they are coming just to kind of benefit from the system without contributing to society. And I think.
Well, guys, he's against mass migration as well. So he should vote for reform.
That's problematic.
Okay.
And I have also this issue as well, that so many of them are coming and they're committing crimes. And again, this goes back to not following Islam correctly. See, rape, Islam.
No, it's like no. If they follow Islam correctly, it would be worse.
And again, this goes back to not following Islam correctly. See, rape, Islam prohibits sex outside of marriage.
Unless at war.
That's
Unless you capture slaves in wars, unless they were your slaves. Yeah, Islam prohibits sex outside of marriage unless they're your sex slaves. And if they're sex slaves, then you could even have sex with them even if they have a husband. I mean, you shouldn't say you could basically grape them, basically.
sex outside of marriage.
Unless at war.
That's a whole different discussion and topic.
But if at war, Muslims can take non-Muslim women as sexual slaves?
They can't just take it just like that. This rules, regulations.
Oh, they can't just take it just like that. So you're admitting that they can have sex slaves.
Rules and regulations.
It's so crazy that you see like some guy that seems like a decent person and is saying some nice things that you could okay, that's nice. We agree with you there. And then all of a sudden he comes and makes excuses for sex slavery. All of a sudden, what the hell?
Sexual slaves?
They can't just take it just like that. This is rules, regulations.
Rules and regulations. But some of the verses in the Quran say that outside your full wives, take whatever your right arm possesses, you are blameless.
Yeah. So
Quran 4:24, Surah Al-Nisa, verse 24.
if you have attained a slave girl due to the correct conditions,
What correct conditions can there be for a slave girl?
It's a prisoner of war. So if a female is
Wow, so, my God. Okay, he's actually admitting that there are certain conditions that you are allowed to have sex slaves.
Conditions can there be for a slave girl?
it's a prisoner of war. So if a female is captured as a prisoner of war,
Like the Jewish ladies who were just taken by Hamas?
no, because that wasn't. I wouldn't. That would not be classified as the jihad, would it?
But it was to them, to Hamas.
To them, to them.
And it was to Boko Haram?
It doesn't matter, even if you don't consider them to be properly Islamic, Hamas and ISIS, if you don't consider them Islamic, at the end of the day, you just admitted that you believe that you think there are certain conditions that if they are met, sex slaves are okay.
It was to ISIS with the Yazidis?
All those groups, I don't agree with them at all.
I know you don't agree with them, but you understand that they take the verses in the Quran,
Yeah,
which legitimize slave girls.
Yes, yes. So that's again due to a lack of correct understanding, or maybe just the Prophet ﷺ himself said in a hadith, a time when.
But I mean, even if they don't have the correct understanding, based on your understanding, you just admitted that there's certain condition that would be okay.
When people will read the Quran, but it will not pass their neck, meaning they will read the Quran and act upon the verses, but it will not enter into their hearts. They will not practice and understand the Quran correctly.
Do you think maybe with the explosion of rape in Rotherham, in Telford, across the country, do you think maybe some of those people are taking these same verses that Boko Haram, ISIS and Hamas are taking?
I don't think so. The people who are behind these, what do you call them?
Grooming, they call them.
gangs, they are probably the most illiterate people in regards to Islam. You look at them, you'll be able to tell they probably don't even know a verse of the Quran. And so they are just hungry men who are feeding on young girls, unfortunately. And see, it doesn't make sense, because to have a Muslim grooming gang, Islam doesn't allow grooming and raping.
Why do you think then, if they're just hungry men, why do you think there's not gangs of hungry Hindu men or hungry Sikh men?
They are out there, but maybe they are not as many because the Muslim population is much more. And number two, they are not highlighted as much as the Muslim crimes are highlighted. So, for example, they are also British.
That's not true. Even studies, if you look at studies, it shows that this problem is much, even if it's not covered by the media. If you look at studies, honor killing, gang rape and crimes, within Islamic communities, they're always more compared to other communities.
Grooming gangs as well, white British, and I'm sure you've seen them as well. Now they are much more compared to the Muslim grooming gangs, but they are highlighted much more.
If I went into the statistics and the numbers, Muslim men make up 90% of the convictions for gangs of men. In fact, groups of men who come together to rape young girls. Why do you think they're so overrepresented?
I have no idea.
No, okay.
Are
we allowed to? Do you think we are allowed to explore if there is a religious justification for it? Can we have that open discussion around Islam?
Would, but I doubt there would be any religious justification for that at all.
Okay. This is a fascinating discussion with this going on in the background, though. With this going on in the background, though.
Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. This is
Jerusalem.
This is a special, unique thing about Jerusalem, is that all three religions have lived in harmony for the past 9-10 centuries.
Do you know what?
Not true. Even Jews were never safe under Islamic rule. They were never safe. There were some points of history where other places were worse, but it's an insane claim to make that Jews had it good under Islamic rule.
No.
They happen to be singing about the fact that one day there'll be a temple, that God will bring the temple back, like it does.
Wow, it's been a pleasure meeting you, man. Talk to you. Thank you.
Wait, so the Jews are praying towards the Muslim area, saying that our temple will one day be back, meaning that the Dome of the Rock will be destroyed. So they're like bragging. So they're praying to this road goes towards the Dome of the Rock, and these Jews are not allowed there. So they're just singing towards the Muslim area, that one day we're going to bring our temple back, which means one day we're going to basically destroy the Dome of the Rock.
No.
They happen to be singing about the fact that one day there'll be a temple, that God will bring the temple back, like it does.
Wow, it's been a pleasure meeting you, man. Talk to you. Thank you.
All right, so let's go to the next video. But before we go to the next video, guys, Our community is growing. We have 70 members now. We're raising an army. Okay. This is an army that we're raising. It's called the World Liberty Battle Camp. And I'm going to put the link into it because we're going to have a meeting today. So this is like join it. The link is in the description, and I also put it in the chat. So the World Liberty Battle Camp, what it is, it's here we learn how to fight for liberty against our main enemies: the woke right, the woke left, Islamic tyranny, and communism. Anybody is free to join. It's a free community, and you can see so many. Oh, you can see somebody else just requested, and you can see already the conversations are happening here, and you can see our first live discussion is happening in 5 hours. Once you join the group, if you want to join the live discussion, it's like a Zoom call but better. You could go to the calendar section, and you can see our first live call is going to happen pretty soon. It says this will be our first live group call for the World Liberty Battle Camp. You could read what it's about here. So yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't share it on the screen. Here. This is our community. This is the World Liberty Battle Camp. This is our community. You can see that we have 70 members already here. You can see people are already having conversations here. You can see that our members is already 70. You can see in the calendar section that the event is coming up. And you can see on the main page of the community that in 5 hours, we're going to have our first call. Everybody gets to come and open their mic and speak. Okay, I'll put the link one more time in the chat. So join our conversations and join the rest of the community. All right, so let's go to the next video of Tommy.
Audrey said that I can chop the queen head. She said, it's a freedom of speech. There is a...
Wait, what is the context of this? Let me read the description. Hold on. The description, it says, I sat down with Israeli documentary filmmaker, I can't pronounce this guy's name, in the heart of the old city of Jerusalem to discuss his explosive undercover work exposing the true face of the Muslim Brotherhood in Europe. Okay, so the Muslim Brotherhood in Europe. I want to talk more about Israel. So let's go to this one. What Muslims in the old city think of Israel. It's not what you think. Okay, so this is the video where in Jerusalem, in the old city, in the Muslim quarter of the old city, Tommy goes and talks to different Muslims. Let's see what he gets out of this one.
I'm in Jerusalem. I'm entering where many different religions live together: Jews, Christians, and Muslims. We hear so much about this at home. We hear views propagated by media, by commentators about what it's like for Muslims living here. So I thought, as I'm in Jerusalem, I'm going to travel to the Muslim quarter. I'm going to speak to Muslims that live here and own businesses and see what it's like for them living under the state of Israel. Is it fair? Is it balanced? Do they face oppression? Do they face discrimination? Whether they like it, whether they'd rather live under the Palestinian Authority, whether they feel Israeli or feel Palestinian. Just lots of questions I want to ask from them, the people who actually live here. Can I ask you, what's it like living in Jerusalem as I guess, are you a Muslim?
I'm Muslim, yeah.
What's it like living in Jerusalem as a Muslim?
It's a holy place.
It's a holy place.
Yeah.
It's okay, no problem.
Wait, did he say solid, holy place or solid?
Muslim.
It's a holy place.
It's a holy place.
Yeah.
I thought he said solid place, but Tommy said holy place. Okay.
I'm Muslim, yeah.
What's it like living in Jerusalem as a Muslim?
It's a holy place.
It's a holy place.
Yeah.
It's okay, no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
As a Muslim living in Israel, what's it like?
Good.
It's good.
Yes.
So you as a Muslim, growing up here, we're in the Muslim quarter. Have you faced discrimination, unfair treatment, or?
No, I don't feel nothing. I feel safe.
No problem here. I have here before 60 years here. My father, grandfather, yeah. So that's no problem with me.
No
It's
problem.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, Muslims in the chat that you're raging that Israel is evil. Look at these Muslims in Israel. They're like, I feel no discrimination. I have no problem. These are your fellow Muslims in Israel telling you that Israel is not evil, that Israel does not discriminate against us. Look at them. Just listen to your fellow Muslims.
Good life.
Good life.
Are you happy here?
Muslims, of course I'm happy. Even it's hard, I am happy. I'm happy every day I come to my work. I am happy I live here in the old city.
I optionally live here, I work here, I happy here. Thanks God.
Thanks God.
دير بالك.
What do we say? What do we say?
Yeah.
Are they friends?
Yeah.
Are they friends?
Yeah, that's friends.
Are they IDF?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, yeah.
So Muslim businesses would be friends with the IDF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like it?
Tommy's like, okay, yeah, okay. look at this. Look at Tommy being introduced to the side of Israel. It's so adorable. Look
Okay.
at
This is, yeah.
So Muslim businesses would be friends with the IDF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like?
I like his reaction. I love his reaction. It's like, okay, yeah, okay. It's beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? I love it when people realize the true nature of Israel. I mean, even people who are Israeli, this is the experience I had when I went to Israel. Even when I supported Israel before I went to Israel. But when you go to Israel, even us who supported Israel realize, like, oh my God, Israel is so much better than people realize. Like, it's the demonization is even more unjust than we ever imagined. When you go to Israel, you realize how fucking wrong people are about Israel. Even us who supported Israel, we realize that it's actually even better than we thought.
Do you like Israel or dislike Israel?
Like Islam.
You like Israel?
Yes.
See,
Born here. I live here.
you're born here, you live here.
Yes.
In Jerusalem,
Look, I love Tommy's facial expression when he hears this from Muslims.
Or dislike Israel?
Like Islam.
You like Israel?
Yes.
See,
Born here. I live here.
The silence, like he's looking at the camera, he's looking around, like that's just like Tommy's saying so much by not saying anything. One more time his reaction.
you like Israel?
Yes.
See,
Born here. I live here.
you're born here, you live here.
Yes.
in Jerusalem, the people, Jewish and Christian and the Muslim, this is same people, no different. We doesn't feel different because we live together.
Are you treated second class? Is there a superior treatment for Jews, Christians, and separate to Muslims?
No.
Do you like it?
There is actually superior treatment for Muslims. There are superior treatment for Muslims. Muslims do not have to serve in the military. It's not forced upon them. It's forced upon most Jews. Maybe not the ultra-Orthodox, but most Jews, they're forced to go serve in the military. But Muslims, no. Muslims get to go to places where Jews cannot go. So, yeah, there is discrimination, but not against Muslims.
Treatment for Jews, Christians, and separate to Muslims?
No.
Do you like Israel or hate Israel?
I don't have a problem.
You don't have a problem?
No.
You like living here?
Yes, I live here, and I want to also live with the people, with anyone.
You live with Christians, Jews, and
No problem.
No
If you respect me, I respect you.
It's okay. It's very good. Just come peace.
Would you rather live here in Jerusalem or in Ramallah under the Palestinian Authority?
It's not care. All people good.
But where would you rather live? Here
Here.
or in Ramallah?
No, here much better.
Here. So it's better living here under the State of Israel than Ramallah under the Palestinian Authority?
Yes.
Because you have many TV, many news saying wrong, doesn't say the truth. Maybe the mind is become inside different thinking. Yeah, I don't know. But about Jerusalem, you have to ask the people live in Jerusalem. The original people live in Jerusalem. Yeah.
See, in the UK, so I'm from England, and many Muslims in the UK hate Israel. They hate it. They want it to be gone. So if you're a Muslim and you're living in Israel, they want the State of Israel demolished, gone.
I think because it's like the situation is so complicated that there's no one like understand, because they don't live here. But if they came and live here, they will understand, you know.
We're back on YouTube, but we need you. We need you to like, subscribe, comment, share. We are the media, but not without your help and your support. Please.
Guys, go subscribe to Tommy Robinson's YouTube channel.
We've had years of censorship. We're back in the game. Share our content, like, subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, they tried to silence him, but now he's back stronger than ever. The whole censorship did not work. It actually backfired. It made him even more famous. So let's go. This one seems like not to be as nice as the other ones. So this guy seems to be an asshole. Let's see. So Tommy interviewing this guy. I think they're still, it looks like they're still in Old Jerusalem. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Do you hate the Jews?
Yeah, of course. After what happened, yes.
You hate the Jews?
I don't care. I say it.
Okay, so see, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. Okay, it's not like every Muslim in Israel is like a decent person. Okay, so we need to see the other side of this as well. Obviously, it's not a monolith. There are different people with different opinions. So now let's look at a negative experience.
Hello, brother. How are you? Speak English?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Oh, sorry, right.
Okay, so he's Muslim. Yeah, so they're in the Muslim quarter.
We're just asking.
Yes.
What's it like as a Muslim? Are you a business owner?
Yes.
What's it like as a Muslim business owner living in Israel?
It's a hard job.
Okay.
It's a hard job to be Arab in Israel. It's a very hard job.
Across the whole of Israel. Would you rather be an Arab here in the state of Israel or an Arab in Ramallah under the Palestinian Authority?
I born here. I like it here, but the thing that I don't like here is the discrimination. It's too tough.
Can you explain the?
So here's the thing: if somebody talks about racism against Arabs in Israel, if you come across that conversation, what you have to make clear is that are they talking about individual people or the law? Because there's nothing in the law in Israel that discriminates against Arabs or Muslims. There's nothing in the law. But if they want to give us examples of racism by other people, well, that's not unique to Israel. We have that everywhere. Like, that's a problem everywhere.
Discrimination.
In the end, you are Arab. Whatever you do, you're going to be Arab. They're going to look at you as Arab.
Is that
gonna behave,
Arab Christian, Arab Muslim, same?
They try to separate us between, oh, you're Christian, oh, so you're one of us. We are not. In the end, the bottom line, we are Arab.
So he's an Arab Christian, it seems like. It's weird that he says that because, a couple of, in the Knesset, we have Arabs. In the Supreme Court of Israel, we have Arabs. Many of the best doctors of Israel are Arabs. If you go to the universities in Israel, in Tel Aviv, you can see that it's been dominated by Arabs. So he's acting like Israel is anti-Arab. Then why are they dominating some of the in education and in some of the main political positions and in some of the highest paying jobs in Israel?
But what about the Arab Jews?
Arab Jews?
There's lots of Arab Jews here.
Not Arab Jews.
No?
Arab Jews? What does it mean, Tommy? We have Arab Israelis and we have Jewish Israelis and we have a whole bunch of other things. I don't know what Arab Jews mean.
Arab Jews, you mean from Morocco?
Yeah.
What about them?
Jews from Arabic countries. That's what he means. Okay.
Are they discriminated against? Is it just an Arab? Because you're saying it's an Arab
The
thing.
last 2 years.
Okay.
Does he mean Mizrahi? Okay, so maybe he means Jews from Arab countries.
Against? Is it just an Arab? Because you're saying it's an Arab
The
thing.
last 2 years.
Okay,
I'm 61 years old.
Yeah.
And most of my customers are Jewish. And we live together in a harmony.
So the Jewish customers are not discriminating?
No, they are. Yeah. Listen, everything changed.
In 2 years ago, when
the
war
world before 7 October is something, the world is after 7 October something else.
Okay, so...
Okay, after October 7th, Arab Israelis became more patriotic. So I don't know what he's talking about. I saw a poll that after October 7th, Arab Israelis were their Israeli identity became stronger. So I don't know what he's referring to.
In the last 2 years, you've seen a change.
It's tough.
So up until 2 years, up until October 7th, things were okay.
Kind of.
Since October 7th, you've lost lots of customers.
Become different.
Have you lost a lot of customers?
I have no customers. it's not the point. I don't care about the fucking customers. I don't care about the money. I care about my life.
I mean, if you don't care about the money, then why do you have a shop?
To live as a human being. I don't care if they come to buy or not. I don't care. I have different. I can handle myself. But it's not nice to live with hate. We live one time.
Okay, he says it's not nice to live with hate. Says the man that said that he hates Jews. I think what the reason, so you can see a lot of Muslims in Israel are having a positive experience. I think what changed in October 7th for this man specifically is that he started expressing hatred towards the Jews after October 7th, and that's why his experience was different. But it's because of him. That's my guess. It's not because society in Israel turned against Arabs. It's because this man became more expressive regarding his hatred against the Jews, and obviously, people will react to that. So I think that's what explains his experience. Let me see. Shauna is saying, thank you, Shauna, for the super chat. Shauna is saying, Tommy is using a technique. Some Arabs will say Mizrahi Jews are Arabs and want Mizrahis to see themselves as Arab. Tommy is saying his thoughts. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know some people refer to Mizrahi Jews as Arabs.
We have to live it in the right way.
Can you tell me what hate you've experienced?
Hate, you're Arab. They hate you. I hate the Jews. They hate me.
Do you hate the Jews?
Yeah, of course. After what happened. Yes.
You hate the Jews?
I don't care. I say it.
After October 7th, you hate Jews? October 7th was an attack on Jews. Why would October 7th make you hate Jews? Shouldn't October 7th make you sympathize more with Jews?
Okay. I mean, I don't say it because I like to say it. It's what's going on right now.
Is that all Jews? You hate all Jews?
No, most. Look to my telephone.
Let me see. Are you Jewish friends?
Hundreds of them.
Okay.
Then why do you say I hate? He's like, I have Jewish friends. Then why do you say I hate Jews? Do you tell your Jewish friends that you hate them?
But you just said you hate the Jews.
No, I'm talking about in general what's going on right now.
Okay, there's a divide. There's a big divide.
Yeah, but like with my Jewish friends, we talk about it. Okay. I have a daughter. She's 3 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know if I bring her to the right world.
Okay.
She's 3 years old. Sometimes when we watch the TV, she asks me, "What's going on? What is that? So what I should lie to her?"
What do you think Israel should have done after October 7th? What should Israel have done?
They should, I think, as a human being first, and as a Palestinian second.
Okay.
You're not Palestinian. You're Israeli.
They should.
He doesn't have an answer.
Search why it's happened.
Oh, so they shouldn't have responded. So Israelis, after you had the greatest act of genocide upon your people, you should have, instead of responding right away to demonstrate to the whole world your deterring capability, so you make sure that nobody else thinks of that at that moment, that Israel is weak and now is the time to bring down Israel. Instead of that, you should have just sat around and just thought about it, like, let's just sit down and think about this instead of responding to the greatest attack on our people. Sure, that's a great idea.
Should they go after Hamas?
Yeah, why?
Should they go after Hamas or not?
I was using drugs for 30 years.
Using drugs?
Yes.
Okay.
Not anymore. 17 years.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. But when I check out why, I find out why. From my childhood. Okay. It starts with my childhood. So, did the people there what they have done in October? I'm against violence. But they wake up in the morning and they say, let's make October 7th. No.
He wants to say that Israel is responsible for October 7th happen because they're just responding to their oppression. That's what he wants to say, which is bullshit, because every single conflict and every single war that Israel has been involved in, the other side started it first. If you go through their history, from day one of Israel's history, every single time, the other side started it first.
Something happened before. It doesn't start in October 7th.
Okay. I
said, If we want to make peace, I told my Jewish friends, if we want to make peace, I am as an Arab, I should apologize for all the Jewish people about what my people done to the Jewish people. And the same, the Jewish people should come and apologize to me for what they've done for us. I can't blame them, they can't blame me.
Okay, I think this guy is full of bullshit. I want to go to the next video. You guys are interested in going into the next video? I want to go to this guy. That guy is boring me. Let's look at this guy.
This is me, yes?
Yes.
This is me. 9 years ago, I came here to this country. I bought one of these t-shirts from a souvenir shop like this.
Yeah.
I wore this t-shirt, and then there are now accusations that I am Mossad and I am part of the Israeli Defense Force. Just because I was pictured in this t-shirt, yeah? So people say,
what they say.
here's Tommy Robinson posing with the Israel Army wearing IDF t-shirts, yeah? So the point I'm...
I want a t-shirt. I want an IDF t-shirt. Wow. Now I want one.
When he said that.
Oh, this is continuous. Look.
Yeah, how many people they said for you that? 1, 2, 3.
By the way, guys, this is an Arab shop. This is an Arab shopkeeper. This man. So the title of this video is Arab shopkeeper sells IDF shirts in the old city and flies Israeli flag. Okay, so this is nicer. Okay, so this is an Arab man that is flying the Israeli flag and selling IDF t-shirts.
This is continuous. Look.
Yeah, how many people they said for you that? 1, 2, 3.
No. Thousands. I'm a journalist.
Okay, look. You know what I like about Tommy? Like, these people have no idea. Like, he's talking to Tommy, and they have no idea how famous Tommy is, right? And Tommy doesn't act like he's a celebrity, that he's above these person. He's holding his phone and he's like showing us, like, look how down to earth he is. Like, he's so eager to show this man his experience, as if like this man is like another celebrity, like a big deal, like a politician, or like an influencer with millions of followers. Like, this is a man that doesn't even know Tommy. He's not in this world. And Tommy just met him. He's just like an average Arab man that is selling souvenirs in old Jerusalem. And Tommy is like, oh, come look at this. Like he's eager to show, like, the connection that he makes with other people is so genuine. I just admire the guy.
Yeah. No. Thousands. I'm a journalist, yeah?
Yeah.
But you see this one Mossad t-shirt?
Yes.
So people, because I come into a tourist shop like this, I bought this t-shirt.
Look how excited he is to share his experience with this guy that he just met, an Arab Muslim guy that he just met. Like,
I bought this t-shirt and I wore them, and then people say I'm Jewish, which I'm not, yeah, and that I'm in Mossad or in the IDF. So what I was pointing out with this video is actually it's a t-shirt from a souvenir shop sold by a Muslim.
I want to tell you the other things.
Yeah, go on.
You know, you have the many things they talk in the Facebook or in Messenger, or you have other all the people. We have all the people is different. All the people, they think what they want it. Yeah. You know, just I like to be what I want to be. Yes. Me, what I like the peace for all the people. I don't care what you are. I don't care you are black or white, or you are tall or you are short.
I don't like him.
From where
I don't like him.
You said no, you don't like him.
I don't like him.
Why?
He's just so annoying. You'd know. Spend a day with him, you'd know.
He's very friendly. When you look for the eyes, and you know he is.
No, you spend one day with him, yeah.
He's a good guy. Why are you giving him problems?
Can I get a t-shirt, sir? Can I get a t-shirt?
Yeah, you can.
How much are the t-shirts?
The t-shirt for me, it's be 100 shekel.
Okay, 100 shekel.
$30.
That's fine. I'll give him $30. He's a very nice gentleman.
Wow. I should say yes because he said I'm a nice guy.
See. Oi, can you see who's Jewish and who's not Jewish out of us two?
I want to ask you, what you are, Christian or Jewish?
Christian.
And he is Jewish.
Yes.
And I am Muslim.
Yes.
What's the difference between the three?
He's smaller than all of us.
Yeah, this is he is little bit like you are very like. The people is you see now is very. And they tell you that.
I believe in freedom. I think you should be allowed to. I think everyone. I understand that here there's people.
I like the peace for all the people. This is what I don't care.
But I think
me, I love the peace for the between the people.
I told you he's annoying.
I
Now you see, yeah? Already, 10 minutes later.
No, I don't
Took
care
10
with
minutes.
you.
Took 10 minutes.
Me, I don't said that. I don't said that. Never, I don't said
It's
that.
okay, you don't have to worry. They're going to close your store for Tommy Robinson being here anyways.
Jesus, he sent the God. He sent for all the people.
So was Jesus?
You know what's missing? They're missing an atheist. You have the Christian, the Jew, and the Muslim. There's an atheist missing among them.
The Jesus, he said, yeah, Islam also.
Wait. I didn't get the joke. What?
Yeah, you don't have to worry. They're going to close your store for Tommy Robinson being here anyways.
Jesus, he sent the.
Look, he's selling. Look at this. He's selling Israeli. This Arab Muslim man in Israel is selling shirts to tourists with the Israeli symbol. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this beautiful?
Anyways.
Jesus, he sent the God. He sent for all the people.
So was Jesus Muslim?
The Jesus, he said, yeah, Islam also. You don't believe. You don't believe. Yeah?
You're good, man. You're good.
When he said that Jesus, he is one. We have the one God. He is Muslim.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good day, bro. As I currently walk through the
All right, wait.
Muslim quarter of Jerusalem. We've come on this trip, as we do with all of our journalism, we have no large donors, contrary to the nonsense you.
Oh yeah, guys, go support Tommy's channel, okay? Let me do this one. What is this? Inside Jewish village surrounded by terror with Tommy Robinson. Okay, so this one is another one. Let's watch this one. Oh, let me make sure we like this. We like the video. So where is this? Now let's talk to some Jews in Israel.
I think it's a question of time until people in London, people come and say, you know what, I think you should.
Oh, no, wait. This is 28 minutes. We cannot do this one. All right. Let me do. Is it a short one that we could do? No, we did all the short ones. All right. So I'm just going to end it here, guys. But before I go, I just want to advertise our community one more time. We're raising an army. We're raising an army for liberty. Okay, so you guys, if you join this community, you're going to be soldiers. I put the link to the community in the chat. The link to the community is also in the description. So the community is called World Liberty Battle Camp. So join here, join the conversations that we're having here. But more importantly, check the calendar because our first event is going to happen in 1 hour. So this is a community that we're going to try to figure out ways for us to defend liberty against her enemies, which is woke right, woke left, Islamic tyranny, and communism. And our first meeting, which is in 4 hours, anybody can join, anybody can open their mic, or you could just listen if you wanted to. We're going to basically be deciding how we want to build this community together. So this is our first meeting. It's happening in 4 hours, and it's a free community. So join now, and we just started this. Already 71 people joined, so you could be the next. And yeah, so, and also advertise this community to people. I hope to see you guys there. And yeah, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you leave a comment under the show when the show is over. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. If you're subscribed, please make sure you hit the bell notification, because YouTube will not tell you when you were live if you don't hit the bell notification. And yeah, so thank you guys. This was fun. And let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see my trip to Israel. I never showed you guys. I showed it on the Persian channel. I never showed it to you guys. Let me know if you want to see that. Let me know if you want to see how I snuck into the Muslim area by talking. I had the Israeli police or soldier, I don't know. She made me recite the Quran. I never in my life I thought that there was this blonde Israeli soldier, and she made me recite the Quran so that she could let me inside the Muslim area. Let me know if you want me to show that to you. Okay, so yeah, okay. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to go get ready for, I have a guest on the Persian channel. I'm going to go do that. And then after that, I'm going to go get ready for our meeting in the World Liberty Battle Camp that is coming up in a couple of hours. So those are the two next things I need to do. And hope you guys are going to be there. And I hope like everything works technically on a technical level. Everything works well. Let me know if you guys are going to come, okay? All right, guys. Like the stream, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm Israel Chai, Javid Shah. See you guys later. Mwah. Bye, guys.